Okay, so today we're going to be talking about how many hands. And so who can name off to me body parts or anything that comes in pairs of two? Ava?
Arms.
Arms, okay. Amani? Okay, your ribs, they're on both sides of your body. Ariel?
We have more than 13 ribs.
Hold on, Parker, we need to wait and listen to Ariel. Can you say that one more time?
Your legs.
Your legs, you have two legs.
I see your feet.
Your feet, yep.
Your eyes
Grace.
and your ears.
Your eyes and your ears, Ben.
Shoes.
Okay, so your shoes on your feet.
This is a body part.
Hold on, I can't hear.
Your
Right.
nose. You don't have
Do you have two noses?
You have two nostrils.
Okay. So you have two nostrils on your nose. Is that what you're trying to say? Okay. So those are really good answers. Good job, everyone.
I have to
Toes.
There's
There's many more body parts or anything that comes in pairs of twos. So y'all have some good ideas. I'm gonna wait. Okay. So today we're gonna be looking at this chart. Hold on. Parker. And let me stand on this side so y'all can see better. But it reads 6 people. So we have 6 people right here. Each person has 2 hands. So count by twos. Can you count with me?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
All right. So there's 12 hands in all. Can you see? Oh. So let's count again one more time so Kennedy can hear.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Okay. Do you see how each person has 2 hands?
You didn't put the legs on there.
I know, we're just counting hands today.
Oh.
So, you see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Can you see there's 6 people right here with 2 hands? Does each person have 2 left
I have a
hands?
question. No.
Do they have 2 right hands?
No.
How many left hands does one person have?
1.
And how many right hands does a person have?
1.
Good job. Amani, what's your question?
If you have 6 people and they all have 2 hands, how do they have 12? If they don't have 6 plus 6?
Okay, so you made a really good thought right there. Did everyone, Ben,
3.
did everyone hear, hold on, Amani. Did everyone hear what Amani just said?
Oh, now I get it.
Okay.
If you do 3 plus 3 and there's 2 hands on each of those, that means if you count by 2s, 3, 6 times, it equals 12 since you don't have 6 plus 6. But
Okay.
the hands are the other 6.
Okay, so Amani just made a connection with how it says, or 6 people have 6 left hands and 6 right hands. So 6 plus 6, isn't it 12, Skylar?
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 plus 6 is 12. So let's think about this. All right, class, are you paying attention? So the first person, this person right here, how many left hands does that person have?
1.
Okay, so 1 left hand. And how many right hands does this first person have?
1. That
Okay.
equals 2.
And then,
You gave us
so when you add the second person, how many left hands do these 2 people have?
2.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 4.
And then how many right hands do these 2 people have?
2.
2.
So
One, two, three, four.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going to wait. So Abria just made a really good connection. So how many hands does this first person have?
2.
How many in all? 1,
2.
2. Okay. So we're going to put the total to the right of this chart because we could say this person's me. I have 2 hands. And so how many hands does the first person and the second person have together?
4.
Okay. And let's add another person. So 1, 2, 3. How many left hands?
3. 8.
Okay, why do you say 8?
That's just the total. 6.
Okay,
Six.
so I heard
Not
3.
3.
So let's count them together. Up.
Total 6.
I'm gonna wait.
Oh, that's not right.
Trek.
Oh, it tells you what the answer on the other side. Because 1, there's 1, 2, there's 2. So 3, there's 3, and there should be 4 on the next one.
Okay, so he saw another pattern with how many people there are. There's 3 left hands. So if you have 3 left hands, how many right hands are 3 people gonna have together?
3. So you're just doing it in number order.
And how many is 3 plus 3 in all?
6.
Okay, so with 3 people, there are 6 hands.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it odd numbers in the scores, but it's gonna end up having even numbers on the outside.
Okay, let's see. So if we add another person, we have 4 people. Martin, how many left hands do we have with 4 people?
4.
4.
After the camera.
Thank you, Luke, for sitting quietly, crisscross. And how many right hands does 4 people have?
4. Because
You see a pattern, don't you?
because 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but aren't we supposed to
only
do
5, 6.
Yes. Thank you, Ava, for reminding us of our goal. What is our goal, Ava? Can you remind us?
Raising our hands.
Raising our hands before we speak, because if one person's talking and I called on another, can I hear the other person?
No.
No. Okay. Ryan?
I noticed something. They're going
Okay.
in number order.
I just said that.
On this, so they're starting even numbers.
I already said that.
So Ryan, what's this next number going to be?
I just
It's
said
gonna be
Ryan.
8.
It's going to be 8. Good job, Ryan. Thank you.
Ryan already said that.
And then you made a connection, and there's different patterns within this chart. So with 5 people, Skylar or Alexander or Parker, can you help me out? How many left hands and right hands am I going to have if I had 5 people?
5.
10.
5 and
So I have
5.
10 in all,
5.
and then
5.
Parker, left
5.
hands, how many?
5.
5.
5.
And then you're going to have 6, 6, and that's going to equal 12.
Okay, so it brings us all the way back up to here. So we have 6 people, and remember when we counted 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12? That equals our last number.
I never thought of it like that.
You never thought of it like this?
Yeah, I never knew you can make odd numbers into even numbers. And
Say that again.
No, but the 2 is an even number 2.
I'm talking.
Hold on, Parker. Amani's talking.
I never knew you could make odd numbers into even numbers.
I'm sorry, Amani, I still can't hear you.
I never knew you could make odd numbers into even numbers.
How are you seeing that?
Because, like, I never knew you could make 1 plus 1 equals, like, 1 and 1 is an odd number. And
What
if
is an
you
odd
add
number?
it together, it equals an even number.
Yes, that's really good. What is your thoughts, Kennedy?
Every double ends up as an equal number. As an even number.
So these right here ended up, the hands together ended up as even numbers. That's right. Good job. Okay, so does everyone see the different patterns and different left
So if you
hands
skip the odd,
from your right
it'll
hand?
just be like it'll be even numbers if you skip the odd.
If you skip the odd,
Like if you skip 1 and 3 and 5, that can all.
it would just be 2 and 2, 4 and 4, 6 and 6.
So there's only 3 even numbers in that
Okay.
net of numbers.
Yes.
Odd numbers.
So let's talk about the different strategies you use while solving this. So I'm going to write them down so we can see.
Strategy.
And maybe use the same strategy as someone else, or maybe use a little bit different. But I want to hear several people's thoughts on how they solve this.
Wait, can you put mine on there?
Hold on. I'm going to look for the quietest person on the carpet.
equals 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I do 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 3 plus 3 equals 6. 4 plus 4 equals 8. And 5 plus 5 equals 10. And 6 plus 6 equals 12. So that's how I knew that it would equal 12.
Okay, so I think you did it like this. I think you said you saw there's 2 hands here, right? And then you added 2 more right here, so it would equal 4. Added 2, and it would be 6. Added 2 more, 8, and on, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna write that one on our chart. So you have 2 hands for the first person. You have 4 hands for the second person. I'm gonna label person. You have 6 for the third, 8 for the fourth, 10
Then what are you going to label for the top?
for the fifth,
Oh, you can put.
and 12 for the sixth. So is this how you saw it?
Yeah.
Okay, Abria, how did you saw it?
I did all the first number 2 person, and then the number 4 person, I did more. I did all the hands for number 2, and 4 more, it gave me 12.
Okay, so say that one more time.
I did 10 on the first person hand, and then I did.
Are you talking about fingers? Okay, remember we're counting hands. So remember that, think about hands instead of fingers. So how many hands did you have in all for the 6 people? Okay, so think about that and then raise your hand again and tell me what strategy you use, and think about hands instead of fingers. Ariel? You did a big equation? Okay, so I like how Ariel used a different strategy. So she did a big equation, and so she said, how'd you think about it?
4 plus 4 is 8.
Okay, so she did 4 plus 4, and then that would equal 8. I'm gonna put it down here.
Plus 8 more equals 12.
Plus,
2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8.
yes, 4 more,
Plus 2 is 10.
and
And
let's see.
now we start again.
I'm gonna try to make this into a little web so you can see. Okay, but if you broke that down even further, you could have 2 plus 2, and then that will be 4, because that's the person 1 and person 2, and then it's 2 plus 2 again, and that is person 1, 2, 3, and 4,
2 plus 2 equals 8.
and then this would equal our 6 people, and then she knew 2 plus 2 equal 4 already, so she went ahead and put her 4s, and so we got 12 for our 6 people. So can someone tell me a different strategy they used? Amani?
Well, instead of me adding, I subtracted.
You subtracted? How'd you subtract?
Because I knew, well, I started with 4 minus 2 is 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. 8 minus 2 is 6. 10 minus 2 is 8. And 12 minus 2 is 10. And 14 minus 2 is 12.
But why are you subtracting?
So I can do a different strategy.
A different strategy? Okay.
I wanted to do adding before I did subtract.
That's hard, actually. That's hard.
I wanted to do something hard too.
I still do.
Okay, you might have been making it a little bit more complicated than you needed to, because if you just take 2 hands from each, you could just add those all together instead of subtracting it. This will be, I guess, a simpler way of looking at it. Okay, and then we have our other strategy of looking at the different pictures of people with their own hands. And then we have the equation. Maybe you could look at it saying, oh, I see 6 people, and then 6 left hands with 6 right hands.
You
That
can
equals
make
12.
odd numbers into even numbers.
Odd numbers into even numbers? Okay,
Where did you already?
Because 1 plus 1 equals 2, and then like so
1 plus 1 equals 2. I see where y'all are getting that. Okay, so right now, y'all are going to be working on pages 18 through 20 in your workbooks. And remember how we named off all those different body parts that come in pairs of 2s?
Yeah.
Okay, so you might have a problem on eyes, or you might have a problem on ears, but it's basically the same thing we did up here.
So we're
And-
mostly adding different body parts.
Yes, you'll have to read the problems.
So it'll equal the same thing. It might equal a different thing, but it still will have.
But one of them might equal 12. That would be weird.
You'll have to see if it equals up to 12. But go ahead and go back to your seats and get out pages 18 through 20, and I'll be pulling
There's an iPad.
different groups to do page 17.
There's an iPad